I'm sure that there are people in this life who have gone through some tough situations that a certain human being has put them through. And because of that, there has been some trauma and some hatred towards that person, right? So you might even go as far as to call them a villain in your life, right? This evil demon that messed everything up, did this to me, want nothing to do with them, right? I'm sure that some of you listening have that person. And if you are listening to me, then this video is for you, because I am going to attempt in this video to try and help you get over some of that trauma. And I don't need you to believe me, okay? So you can have a closed mind, absolutely fine. You don't need to believe. But I do need you to have an excellent imagination, all right? Because we're just going to pretend today, right? It's not real. We're just going to pretend in this video that it is. So you don't have to believe it, but if you have an open mind, this will obviously help a lot better. I won't make this video very long and we'll get straight into it. So in this pretend life, we have a pretend universe and a pretend planet that we'll call Earth, okay? And on this pretend Earth, there are souls that incarnate down that are called humans. These humans are consciousness souls, okay? So there is something inside these humans that is of higher power that the human itself does not know, right? Let's imagine that in this world of these humans, that there is a plan that is made before you are born, okay? So let's imagine, again, you've got to have a great imagination. Let's imagine you as a soul, as a consciousness, maybe just a light, okay? And you are the light being that you are, and you are, let's say, let's break it down to make it really easy, okay? Let's say that there's a TV screen, and you're standing in front of the TV screen. And on that TV screen is a blueprint of the life that you are going to live when you come down and incarnate onto Earth, okay? And that blueprint, that TV screen, you're able to move things about. It's kind of like a tablet, yeah? You get a little pen and you can move things about. And there's people, there's other consciousness, there's other souls that have to be brought in onto this TV screen and onto the blueprint to make your life, okay? So other consciousness souls that were around you in this room decide around them who's going to do what. So you have one soul that says, I'll be the mother. You have one soul that says, I'll be the father. Okay. So you have your mother and your father, and you are born into that lineage. But it will go deeper. Okay. So you will blueprint out your life and who these people are and what route you may take. But when you get down to Earth, you have free will. So although you have your blueprint that's written out here, there is every opportunity that you will go an opposite direction to your divine plan that you have written out. So when you are writing out this plan with all of these souls, and it goes deeper into your job, who you meet, your partner, these are all people in your life that are set on this blueprint that you will meet once you finally incarnate down into Earth. So when you do incarnate down into Earth, you as a human, you don't know that there is somewhat of a plan laid out, but your consciousness does. The other souls that are in this plan, we'll call it, also are unaware of the plan, but the consciousness also knows. Okay, so this is where you will find yourself in certain situations where you meet these people that A, you never would have met in a normal situation, B, somebody introduced you to introduce you to whatever, or C, it just happened. Okay, these things are divine interventions from the consciousness side that don't really know what they're doing but have been set on a plan, so their plan's going to happen. So this may consist of a friend or a partner who you meet in life and you connect with immediately. Things are great. Things are going great. There may be breakdowns in certain relationships, who these souls are, which may then start to break down the soul relationship even more. So what will happen is you will go through certain trials and tribulations in these relationships, but they are not seen as benefits for yourself. Okay, so there is always something to something. It's whether or not you can see out of it. So you'll go through life and you'll have these certain situations, and then let's say that you decide to break up with that person and you go off in another direction. Well, guess what? Another soul comes back into your plan. And that soul is the soul that started that plan with you, and they are ready to act out their role. And here is where the trauma will come in, because their role does not resonate with you and your best interest. They have done something to you to cause you a lot of pain and a lot of anguish and a lot of turmoil, and you would rather them not be anywhere near you after you've gone through your certain time period with this person. So a lot of us will say, why did we ever meet this person? I wish I never met them. I want them nowhere near me. And at this point in this pretend life, I will tell you that that person who is the villain in your life, that person who caused you immense amount of pain and trauma, is actually the soul up here when you planned on that TV screen. That's the soul that put their hand up when the question was asked, who is going to be the villain? That soul put their hand up. Why would that soul put their hand up to do that to you if they loved you? Let me tell you. Because in order for us as a human being to truly, truly hate, despise, and not want that soul anywhere near us is not of a normal nature. So when that soul, that villain soul, decided that they were going to be the one that wanted to be hated in this life, they were willing to sacrifice any love that you could have given them for hate. They put their hand up and they sacrificed for you so that you could learn something. Whether that was about yourself, whether it was you needing to be on your own path, to go on another path. There is a deeper meaning to why you met that person and why they left. You look deeply into what you have learned through that period of being with that soul. Look past the trauma, look past the stress and everything that came with it. Look past that and look deeply into, what did you find out about yourself? What did that person teach you? Because in order for that soul to give up a life of love, to sacrifice, always being hated on earth, to give you what your soul benefited, because again, you planned it. You wanted to feel something from this. You wanted to learn something from this. And the only way of doing it was to go through trauma. The only way to do it was to have someone put you through that trauma. And the only way to do it was to have a soul put their hand up and say, you know what, I'll do it. I'll be the hated one. I'll be the villain. You guys can be the family, the friends, the neighbors. I will be the one that will come in your life and I will leave your life. But I know, you might not know as a human, but I know that I've done it for your higher consciousness and your higher benefit. Now, I believe this. So although I said to you, you don't have to believe this, you can just pretend. I wholeheartedly believe this. And this got me over a very tough time in my life with somebody who I thought was a very good friend. Turned out not so much. And this way of thinking truly allowed me to say thank you to that soul. Because without that soul doing what she did, I would not be sat here right now talking to you, hopefully helping you get over it the same way I did. I wholeheartedly believe it. that we did plan this before we came down, and we planned certain traumas in our life that will happen, that will lead us to certain benefits in our lives. But in order to do so, we had to sacrifice a human being that we will hate forever in this life. But they love us unconditionally on a soul level to be able to sacrifice that love for hatred. And that's the way that I think. And so if this video helped you, if you were able to pretend enough to maybe think that, we could try this, then please let me know down below. Drop a comment, share this video out to anybody who you think could benefit from hearing these words today. Thank you.